Hi, you guys. So just really quickly to go over the session offerings for today and a couple of really important pieces of information. My two sessions have been redesigned today. I had a couple of coaching sessions, session A and session B, and then conferencing session C, and I had forgotten that I was going to be gone. So the only person that affects, I've already talked to except for Ryan. So Ryan, will you please just note that you need to sign up for a new session, session B, because I will not be there to do the coaching session for the 5 themes. So the rest of you guys, your options for global studies today, which most of you are taking advantage of, I noticed, will be the types of maps lab, and then also the news cruise, which will be located in the hotspot just like it was yesterday. So just so you guys know, with the types of maps lab, I did actually switch the mapping puzzle to tomorrow, Thursday. Today you'll be doing the North America mapping lab. So this one is actually for a summative grade. And so what you're working on today is really important that you focus and you try to do a good job on it. If you don't do a super job on it today, what you will be able to do is redo it in the Latin America unit, which is coming up. So your grade will temporarily sit low, and you can replace that grade when you get to the Latin America unit, and you'll do a mapping lab there with very similar skill sets. So your grade will be replaced. So just important to note that today's lesson, because I am gone, it's easier to do the summative today. It is a assessment on how well you can read and analyze maps, and it is also independent. You're not doing this in a group. So just to reiterate, today's is a summative assessment. It is an independent, oh, there's my doggy. An independent assessment. Sorry about the barking. And it is going to be turned in for points, okay? And it is by yourself. So then the other thing today is news cruise. A couple of groups I noticed are in news cruise. Just make sure with that you're trying to be creative with your presentation type. I am super bummed to hear that the creativity juices were not flowing yesterday in the hotspot in Mrs. Geisler's room. It sounded like 5 out of 6 groups are doing a Kahoot. So you guys make sure you try to do something different. Kids will not be engaged in your presentation if you continue to do the same mode of presentation as everyone else. Also, if you are doing a Kahoot, you have to remember they didn't read your article. So you need to somehow present the information as well as quiz the kids on it. There has to be both aspects of that. Somehow you have to introduce the information to them. One last bit of information about the session, the types of maps lab, is if you don't finish it today in the 2 sessions that you've signed up for, many of you are signed up for sessions A and B or A and C, or some of you B and C. If you don't finish, you will have time on Friday. You do not have to redesignate one of those sessions on Thursday. We'll give you time Friday to finish. And also, if you finish early today, you can always work on your LT 1.1 or 1.2 reflection that you started in my room yesterday, or you can work on your extends for Learning Target 1.1, which is the extends map. Both of those things, the reflection and the extends map, are due on Friday the 14th. So due Friday the 14th. I'm going to write that right here. See if I can do that. Due Friday the 14th. Okay, and those 2 things again are, this is fancy, are the extends map and the reflection for LT 1.1 and 1.2 for me, and also your 21st skills reflection. Okay, do Friday now, you won't forget. All right, be good today. Thanks.